Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first extended video. So the patch 1.2.7 has dropped and I just wanted to go over what has been added. Event has been added, a lot of changes and updates to some of the game modes, bug fixes and things like that. So first up we have the login events. This is a 14-day login event, Operation Daily Report. So 14 days you get various items, things like Void Abyss metal fragments, you get a box of advanced shape stabilizers on day 13. You get 100 core particle disruptors on day 5, also day 8, some a core binder on day 11, and so on. So useful stuff just for signing into the game. And this is a month-long event, well, almost a month, 28 days. And you have, you have to do this for 14 days, similar to the one we had in December. The other one is basically revolves around the daily missions that you do with a slight change for a couple of the rewards. So basically, every day you do one Void Vessel mission, 2 Colossus clears, 4 missions, and 1 research. You get some rewards as usual. And then if you do 15 of these daily missions, you get a couple of boxes of ultimate weapons, and for 30 of these you get a spawn animation. So basically these are 4 a day, and then when you have total 15, so that will be 4 days, and then for this one 8 days you'll get these 2 items. So again, pretty straightforward. Just play the game as usual, clear the usual stuff, and you'll get these rewards. They'll have other rewards on the 27th, another 2-week reward with some different items that will drop. Right now, on to the patch notes and the changes to the content and improvements and fixes. So as you can see, there's a big section of improvements for the Void Erosion Purge. 26 and 27 are now public. They've basically changed a lot of the skills of the enemies and the monsters. So you have things like Elite Wardens, the ones that throw toxic bombs at you. The number is dropped from 8 to 3. Chill status of normal and elite trackers has been removed. Normal and elite farseers, the octopus type ones, they don't have like the beam is like not as strong now. It won't follow you, especially when you move, because previously they would track you perfectly even if you're jumping up and down and running around. So now it'll be a little less punishing. And then basically they've removed a lot of the difficulty with the monsters. They'll do less damage. They'll not spawn together. Now, most of these changes are for 26 to 30, but there are some changes that apply to 21 to 30 as well. The spawn patterns of monsters and the combination. So they're just making sure that not a lot of elites spawn together. And you can see living artillery has a reduced chance of spawning, group spawn of farseers, and things like that. So a lot of difficulty has been reduced, the unnecessary difficulty, let's say. But yeah, I don't see HP being removed directly. There should be something here. But yeah, it should be a lot easier to clear once you try a little bit. I tried 21 just to check, and I did not see much of a difference. So hopefully the later stages is where you'll see the difference. I'll hopefully play later to see if there's noticeable difference here. So reduced difficulty of solo mode in Void Erosion Purge, increased attribute attack of weapons, and nerfed commander monsters for 2 to 4 player modes in the Void Erosion Purge. Now next up, they have some changes to Ines and Keelan. Now I'm not sure if this was bugged or whatever, because if you see here, the increase in the number of hits according to the skill range of Ines now changes when the skill range module is equipped. Was it not working? Because it seems to have been working fine. So anyway, applies to base skills, chain lightning, lightning conductor, and snare hunter, and then apply to floating lightning of the skill module, time of the hunting horn. So we'll have to test this, but I had a quick look in the lab, and without the time of the hunting hounds, the bounces were a little higher. I think it was like up to 9 previously. I think it was like 7 or something without the hunting hounds. With the hunting hounds, it seemed the same to me. So we'll have to test a little bit to see what it is. And then there are some improvements to Keelan's range as well. Now, weapons and modules, they have buffed a few of the ultimate weapons. The last dagger in particular looks very interesting. Restored relic and Sigvoris proof. So these 3 got an improvement. I had made a video, build video for the last dagger. So I'll work on this probably next and tell you the improvements. I had a quick look again here in the lab. Basically, previously you would get 5 stacks of the patience. Now they're calling it a lethal dagger. And previously you would increase your crit rate when you reach 5 stacks, it would sort of unleash in one hit, like the gun would shoot, and then you lose the stacks. Now you don't lose the stacks until you reload, and when your patience is like full, you shoot all the bullets in one go. So if you have like 40-50 bullets, so that should be interesting. So I'm curious to work on this because this gun looks awesome now. And then you also have restored relic and sigmar is proof. The launches, they've had some improvements. A lot of the rare weapons have had a buff, nothing major. They just say the firearm attack has been increased. Not all the guns, for example, the Eternal Willpower, which was already a very good assault rifle, that hasn't seen a change, but the rest of the stuff, a lot of the guns have had an improvement to the firearm attack. Now, besides this, there's some UI and UX changes. I've noticed some people complaining about having to hold certain buttons to complete a purchase. I think the case here is that stuff that requires caliber purchase, they don't want it to be like a quick press and do the stuff. They want you to hold it to confirm and that sort of thing. So these are the changes. Next, of course, we have the cosmetics with the new event and stuff like that. So nothing much, the usual stuff you have. If you go here in the recommended section, you have different so basically you have skins for each of the female descendants, one set for the male. This is a universal, so you can use on any of them. They look kind of weird to me, if I'm being honest here, especially the males. If you see Blair here, what's up with his arm? His arm looks broken here slightly. Anyway, no, it's not that bad, but it still looks a little weird. Then you have all these individual ones, and you have a sort of bundle. This is very clever. They have reduced the price, so all in one type of bundle. Then they also have like 2 half bundles if you want. And these are again universal, so this will be for all the guys. He doesn't look happy. And yeah, one for all the girls. So, and yeah, these are those. So also they seem to be still trying to push paints. They have bundles for paints, and I see this as a slight improvement, but still I feel it's a little too expensive. For example, you have a set of blacks here, 150 for, let's see, not about 10 colors here, the different variations of colors. Yeah, I suppose this is seems like a step in the right direction, but still they'll have to work things out. Also, people were saying about Ines, her skin is changed, so they have apparently fixed it. Now, I have been using a different color for her base skin, so I did not notice any difference. So I have like a clear white and a real matte deep navy. So what they're saying is this sort of middle section or something has been changed to gray, I think, or this section in the middle. So I was using this, so I did not even notice the difference, but they have fixed that. Also, doggo skins were bugged in the previous. People were not able to change the patch. I don't have any skins. I just have the different furs. So this should be working now. Also, after this patch, initially, dog wasn't picking up items and recycling. So they have released another hot fix to fix that. So that should also be working fine now. So anyway, that is it for this patch. I'll be working on the Blast Dagger next perhaps, and I'll check the Void Erosion Purges again to see the difference. You can see the dog is more interested in the hot springs. This is so interesting. Look at the dog. Yeah, you keep talking, I'll go and have a swim. That's what the dog is saying. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.